Hello. Well, I'm delighted to be able to tell you that starting this Sunday, the 28th of June, St Andrew's Rippingale will be open for private prayer on a Sunday morning between 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock, and also on a Wednesday evening between 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock. The use of the church will be slightly different to what you may have experienced in the past due to the coronavirus regulations. So I'm going to take you through, we're going to have a little bit of a walkthrough of what you might expect when you come to St Andrews, as I hope you will. So as you approach the church through the main door, the first sign you'll see is one that says stop, and it asks you not to enter the church if you have or think you might have symptoms of coronavirus, COVID-19. The entrance sign is quite clear because we have a separate entrance and a separate exit. That's because of a one-way system that's in place within the church. The third sign is just some general guidance to keep yourself and other people healthy and safe. The first point is to maintain social distancing, which has already been covered on the previous sign. There's a request to avoid physical contact with anyone other than your family or household group. Obviously, if you've come with other people, that won't apply to them. But for other people that are in the church, please avoid any physical contact. Can you please sit only in the designated seats? As you'll see when we go inside, to maintain 2 meters social distancing means we don't have many people in church at any one time. So it's really important that you sit in those seats. Also, so that we know where to clean between visitors. And the last request there is please avoid touching any surfaces unnecessarily during your visit. And that's because everywhere that's touched will have to be cleaned. So as you come into the church, you will be greeted by a steward. The first thing, they will ask you to sanitize your hands with the sanitizer that we provide. You will also be asked for your name and a contact telephone number. This is in case we have a breakout of infections of coronavirus. Then, of course, for the track and trace system, we need to know who's been in the church for your benefit and for the benefit of others. So if you'd please give that information to the steward. The steward will then direct you to where they would like you to sit. And so we have a one-way system, as I mentioned. The pews that have been taped off, please don't sit in these. We have clearly marked where we would like you to sit. I don't know if you can read that sign. It says, please sit here. There are seats available on either side of the aisle. As you will see, requiring people to keep 2 meters distance in all direction actually means we can get very few people in the church at any given time. So it may be helpful. These are 2-hour sessions, 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock on a Sunday, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock on a Wednesday evening. You can come for as long or as short a period as you would like within that time, but it would perhaps be handy if not everybody turned up right at the beginning. If you do turn up and the church is already full, you may be asked to wait for a short while. So please do be patient if that's the case. When you have finished your time of prayer and you leave your pew, you'll come back to the aisle and continue on the one-way system. The chancel area is out of bounds, as you can see there. You'll be encouraged to turn to the right and go out the separate exit, which is clearly marked. On your way out, there's another bottle of hand sanitizer. Please do use that. And as you leave the church, as I said, to encourage people to use the one-way system, it is clearly marked that that's no entry. So hopefully we will have an efficient one-way system that will work. I hope this short video will have been useful in helping you to understand what it is that you will experience if you do come to join with us in one of our prayer sessions, which I hope you will. If you do come along, we just ask you please to be aware of people around you as you move around the church, as you come in or as you leave the church or leave your pews. Please do try to maintain the 2 meters separation. This is going to be very different from what any of us will have experienced before, and we're all learning as we go along. But please do come, do use this. This is your church after all, and it is open once more for prayer, albeit at this time on a slightly limited scale. So please do come. Please do abide by the regulations and the guidance. As I said, it is, after all, your church. I hope to see you very shortly. God bless.